Hey, YouTube. So, I'm back with Bravo Love Hotel. It was actually pretty good. So, Shannon gave Earl a letter that Earl could get in contact with his stepson because Earl did relay and say that he misses his stepson because they made a bond and he just wants to continue the bond. And then Shannon also told him that she contacted a lawyer so that the lawyer could get in contact with his stepson. And then she also told Earl that he can take and he can, build that relationship with his stepson whenever he feels the need to. And she just gave him, the opening to go ahead and do that. And he really appreciated her for it. And Earl, what he said that he is ecstatic, and that was the most heartwarming thing that he's ever heard. And also, I wanted to say that he was so happy, and then all of the people on the show, they were all excited, and they said, "Go Earl, go Earl." It was just such a heartwarming moment. Okay. And then Earl said that he was so grateful for Shannon and he don't know what he would do without her. And then Adam wanted to know how it all went down with Earl and was also happy as well. And then Earl and Adam, they both talked and they had a good, communication, good conversation. And Giselle suggested to Adam to talk to Shannon about and letting her know that he wants to stay. And then meanwhile, Luann told him the exact same thing. So Adam said that he's gonna think about it. He's gonna think about it because he said if she really wanted him to stay, if Shannon really wanted him to stay, then he would stay, and he shouldn't have to go through all that. And I said, yeah, possibly, yeah, pretty much so. And then in the middle of elimination, Jay, he backed out on his own, and he said that he is there for a relationship and not a friendship. And if he wanted a friendship, then he didn't have to come to the show. And I said, interesting. I get it. I really do get it. But and then Giselle, she gave her key to her connection from day one, and she was so excited to connect with him. And Ashley gives her key to Ralph. And Wale wasn't gonna like that. And I thought that was wrong because he did say a while ago that Ashley doesn't do anything but play games, which she don't. That is, do nothing but play games. And then a while ago, he did say also that she likes old men, which she does. And all the ladies stated that Wale deserved a key. Because, if it would have been up to Ashley, then Wale would be going home. And then they all sat down and they all came to the conclusion that Wale needed to still be there and Wale needed to stay. So they all came together and they gave Wale a key. And Ashley wasn't excited about it. And I said, Ashley don't know what she wants. And then Adam and Jason left the house because no keys were available for either one of them. And I said, I liked Adam, and I liked Jason too. And then Shannon said that she is not over Earl. Like, she thought she was going to be over Earl. And I said, okay, Shannon, I mean, I know you still liked old Earl, even though y'all had y'all's whatever they were having, their disagreement, their squabble or whatever. But they like each other. And then Shannon stated that she is not over Earl, and Earl said he ain't over Shannon. I'm like, okay, Earl, okay, Shannon, go on get your little piece and go ahead and get your little boogie in that your little party on. And Ashley stated that she wishes she could mix Ralph and Wale together. I said, what kind of BS is that? And I'm like, anyway. And then Ralph told Ashley something that she wasn't expecting him to say. Cause he walked her to the her room, and you know Wale was upset or whatever. But hold that. Ralph walked Ashley to the room, and he told Ashley that he wants to make love to her. And then Ashley pulled the little, I'm on my period thing. And then he said, that's unfortunate. And I said, wow, Ashley. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ashley. That's you, Ashley. I said, Ashley is something else. She is something else. And she played, Wale told you. He told you that Ashley plays games, and she does. Because that was, I mean, if you just didn't want to have, get it on with Ralph, then you just should have been a woman and told him. And then don't be all childish and all that stuff. And I said, okay. So, and all in all, Ashley and Giselle, they end up meeting up because Giselle came to Ashley's room and bought her some food. And then Ashley said, oh, good. I need some food because I'm so hungry. And after that elimination, I need food. I'm like, mm-hmm. And then Ashley told Giselle that she pulled the old, I'm on my cycle, I'm on my period, I'm on my cycle line and all that. And I said, I said, Ashley. So, and all in all, that was them. That was their situation right there. And then it's new guys in the house. And I can tell you some of them. One of them that appeared and he came back. And I actually liked Mitch. And Mitch came back. Yay. I liked Mitch. He was funny. And then what Mitch said. He said he's back and he's in the house and he is going to get Luann. I said, go Mitch. And then that was all she wrote. So, Mitch and Luann. I said, oh, I like them too. And then the new guys came into the house, and it was 4 new guys. And the 4 important ones, the ones that I can remember. But it was a couple of them that I really liked. And I know Giselle, she was talking to all of the new guys, which is rightfully so. And she's giving everybody a chance. And Calvin is a new guy, and he was talking with Ashley. And then Brian, Theo, they both talked to Giselle. And Theo stuck out because Theo said that he was talking to Giselle, and he said that he is ready for a relationship. And he said that he was married for 20 years. And he now has custody of his 2 kids because he wants, to have custody of his 2 kids. he didn't say what happened to his ex-wife. And I mean, I would hope that he didn't do nothing. I mean, who knows? He didn't say. And then Shannon said that she is gonna go ahead and talk to Earl, and they gonna have a good time, a funky good time. Have a funky good time. I said, oh, I like Shannon. I like Shannon and Earl. So sweet. And Giselle talks to Theo, and she found out that he is a retired doctor, and he likes to run with bulls in his free time. And Giselle said, check, 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 check. I said, I like him too. And Scott and Calvin, Luann, she has a conversation with both Scott and Calvin. And when she has a conversation with both Scott and Calvin, then again, she has a conversation with Scott and Calvin because, you know, she just trying, I mean, everybody's trying to get to know everybody, and they're trying to see if the connection is going to be genuine and if they're interested in some of the new guys that came in the house, or if they want to keep their, you know, previous connections. And Shannon said that she's going to always stick with old Earl. I said, And Shannon gave her key to Mark. And I said, Shannon, you gave your key to Mark. You said that you wanted to stick with Earl, and you gave your key to Mark. And then, of course, Shannon. You know, Earl was a little upset, but he said, well, I mean, if it's gonna be a connection, it's gonna be a connection. And of course, Luann stated that she is not James' girlfriend, because James was running around and he was saying, well, Luann, that's my girlfriend. And Luann, she got a little irritated, and she said, I am not your girlfriend. And James and Luann go in, you know, the room in the dark and all that. And then James says, well, I don't want it to be said. I don't want anyone to see me with my pants down. And I said, interesting. And then she liked it and all this stuff. I said, I said, oh, Luann. And then Wale and Ashley, they have a disagreement. And he says that Ashley plays games. And pretty much Ashley was trying to tell him that he told her that he did not want kids. And he was telling her that she's twisting his words because he never told her that he did not want kids. And he didn't, because I didn't hear him say that. And it's like she trying to make it seem like it's bad for him. And I'm just thinking, if you don't want to, you know, if you don't want to talk to him, Ashley, just be woman enough to say that you don't want to talk to him. Just simple as that, period, point blank. I said, ooh, she does play games. When I tell you that she play games, she do play games. So, and then she walked off. And I said, oh, that's all Ashley. So, it was to be continued. And I said, to be continued. To be continued. But that was Bravo's Love Hotel. It was pretty good. And you see, I was thinking I was just going to do it in 3 parts, 3-minute segments. But it got good. And then I decided to do a 15-minute video. So I want everybody, this is the day before Memorial Day, and I got some content on my channel, and I did record, some of my cooking, and I want you to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like my content, and if you saw any of the cooking that I was doing, then like, comment, and subscribe, and tell your girl what you think. So, bye YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and get this uploaded, and I will have the Housewives of Atlanta up in the next couple of hours. Bye YouTube.